Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. What you say?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium for tonight's volleyball matchup between your West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs and the West Fargo Packers. I'm Tristan Murdoch, joined alongside me is Dan Wolf. Dan, it's rivalry night once again here at Cheyenne.
Big night tonight. I think there's still some things to be played for as we finally reach that end of the regular season. The Packers' last match coming here tonight at Cheyenne. Cheyenne playing tonight against West Fargo here at home and then going up to Devil's Lake on Thursday as everyone's wrapping up the season and working towards those play-in games as the EDC tournament, at least the play-in portion, starts on Saturday.
As we take a look at the West Fargo Packers coming into this one, the Packers are 19-11 overall, as well as 13-8 in the EDC. They are 5th in the EDC standings right now, behind the powerhouse teams that we mentioned before, like Davies, Cheyenne, Shanley, as well as Horace. So with that, we'll take a quick look at the EDC volleyball standings. As we look at the top, right now, Shanley leads the EDC standings on top, as well as Davies right behind them. They have a big match this Thursday. I believe it's at Davies.
Yes.
And then,
so as we look at it, yeah, Davies and Shanley play each other on Thursday, but in talking with James Moe, the activities director for Cheyenne, I don't know that there's anything that can change the standings in terms of 1, 2, and 3. I think Shanley is locked in at 1, Davies is in at 2, Cheyenne at 3, regardless of the outcome, unless one team, I guess, unless someone loses everything the rest of the way. But if you look at West Fargo High, they're only a game back of Horace, and Horace plays against Red River. They have Wahpeton tonight, but Horace plays Red River. So if West Fargo manages a win tonight and Horace loses to Red River, I think there's still some jockeying to get to that 4 spot, which gets you out of the play-in game on Saturday, gives you a couple of extra days to prepare and to rest. And so, like I said, it's the end of the season, and even though some of the things are predetermined in terms of some standings, there are still teams that are looking to solidify where they're at and maybe make some movement here in the last week.
And like you talked about, Wolf, those top 3 seeds are basically locked at this point, with no one, with Horace not really being able to catch Cheyenne at this point, even if Cheyenne lost it all and Horace won all.
Correct.
I mean, there's really no chance that, along with Shanley's playing Valley City tonight, so I pretty much guarantee that they lock their 1 spot, along with Davies locking the 2 and Cheyenne at the 3. So with that, we'll take a quick look around the league tonight, as Shanley, is at Valley City, Red River, and Grand Forks Central, another rivalry night up north. And then Devil's Lake is at Davies, as well as Wahpeton at Horace. So with that about wraps up this pregame show. We'll be back for anthem and player introductions in a short minute. Stick around.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
So then when I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us.
Our goal is to get the best possible outcome for the patient. It's just a great feeling to know that you help that patient get back to doing the things they want to do.
And now I have a new hip that feels fantastic.
If you're thinking about growing your family someday, We'd like to remind you of one simple thing. Babies bring us joy. With an unwavering commitment to delivering the highest quality care, Essentia Health is ready when your someday arrives. Essentia Health, caring for you and your future.
Discover the experience that awaits you at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison family where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Build an exciting career with the help of industry-leading faculty. Tap into the power of the herd and make unforgettable memories in Fargo, one of the best college towns in the Midwest. Don't wait. Find your adventure at North Dakota State University.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
So then when I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them, because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us.
Our goal is to get the best possible outcome for the patient. It's just a great feeling to know that you help that patient get back to doing the things they want to do.
And now I have a new hip that feels fantastic.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, I think so.
One thing that I've always enjoyed about being a physician is just the patient and physician relationship.
Part of why I trusted him is because I felt more than just a patient.
We figured out the best situation for my injury, and we chose the one that would best fit me.
I'm a huge sports fan, have been my whole life and still am today. I have a strong desire to help people maintain their activity levels and to get back to doing the things that they are passionate about.
So as we come back from introductions and anthem, Wolf, one thing I'm noticing is Brindley Richmond is not in the lineup for varsity after sustaining an injury in the JV game. As you can see, she's on the bench. But
yeah, and I think it was in the JV match, it was her and Olivia Bratton that got tangled up with each other, and so my guess is neither of those two are going to be able to go tonight. And again, in a match where the outcome for Cheyenne means less than the outcome for the Packers, this might be just Coach Newton. You just say, look, we're gonna play this one. We can't alter where our standings are, and however this turns out at the end of the day, probably doesn't mean the end of the world. And if West Fargo is going to be able to jump and catch Horace, they're going to be playing with everything that they have to try and make that happen tonight. That's for sure.
Mustangs in white going right to left on your screen. The Packers in black going left to right as we are about set for volleyball action here on this cold Tuesday night. Liv Auden serving and starting this one out for the Packers. Amundsen set over to Smith, and she gets a drop shot on that.
Not fantastic position for Smith to put the hammer down on that one, but recognizing that soft area right behind the blockers at the net, able to find the ground with the drop shot there, and Cheyenne on the board to start set number one.
Addie Kill starting out the serving for the Mustangs. Blado passed over to Amundsen, back to Smith. Or Kaloran, excuse me. Metcalf keeps this one alive, and that'll be a lift, possibly. Just a violation. I'm not quite sure what that was.
The Packers looking a little bit similar to the Mustangs in that there are a handful of seniors on their roster, but not a ton. So both youngish squads that are out there tonight.
Kill gets that one across. That's Auden setting that one, and that one will drop for the Pack.
McIntosh on that one. Too much for the Mustangs to handle. Tristan, we've talked about through some of our broadcasts that, and I think West Fargo would fit into this. Great job by the Mustangs.
Keeping that one alive. Great block up front there by Blado. She collects her first block on the night.
But as we were talking about the, I think there's probably 4 or 5 teams that feel like legitimately they have a chance to win the EDC tournament if they play the way that they're capable of. And I think the Packers would fall into that group. Certainly Cheyenne is in that group as they've been the #1 seed in the state for a good chunk of the year. So, two very skilled teams going against one another tonight. Really nice job by the Mustangs. That one's up into the rafters.
Great block up front there, and that'll be a lift on the Packers. That one coming on number 9, Ellie McIntosh. Great job in the front lines for the Mustangs so far as they lead this one 3-2 early here in set number 1. That one's into the backfield coming off the hand of.
That was McIntosh again as well in the middle. They're going to utilize her a lot. Doesn't give heights for the Packers, but I'm relatively certain McIntosh goes over 6 feet. She's probably about 6'1", as that one's going to.
Lauren collects that one.
The blockers got a piece of it, but could not finish that off. Or keep it alive, I should say, as Badeau's on to serve.
Packers keep this one alive, and that one will be sent long by Morris.
And this is one of those things with Richmond and Bratton not able to play tonight. This is going to alter out of necessity the type of rotation Coach Newton wants to go with.
That one's set back,
and Cheyenne coming off a sweep at the hands of Shanley in the Deacon Gym last Thursday. Very dominating performance by the Deacons, played very well. And so if nothing else, I think if you're Cheyenne, you do want to try and see if you can win this one tonight to make sure if you can beat Devils Lake on Thursday, you're going in on a hot streak into the EDC tournament. So even though they maybe have less to play for than the Packers, certainly Cheyenne is going to want to try and win this match tonight.
Alexa Kaloran serving. Abby Smith back on the floor for the Mustangs. Packers playing 4 in the backfield off of serving tonight.
That one's going to go wide. That was Halverson. Cross court, sends it just wide.
Packers send this one back over as Kaloran keeps it alive. Badeau set over to Saxland. Almost collected a drop on the Packers side there. Kept alive. Badeau sets over to Saxland once again. Kept alive there. And that one will drop for the West Fargo.
Morris on that one. Probably the longest rally that we've seen tonight.
And that one just that bad spot that we've seen.
Yeah, any of those, I mean, these are two good teams. Anything that's up at the net that one of those blockers can get a hand on, they're going to stuff that one back down, that's for sure. And that one's just long.
Saxland almost collected there off of the set from Badeau. Peterson serving now for the West Fargo Packers, and that one just not, that one will be an ace. Just couldn't keep it alive on that one. Dinger keeps this one alive. It gets to Bryant. Got that one over, and it's a block up front there by Smith, I believe. Baylor Dinger serving still. And Smith sets this over to Saxland, almost drops for her.
Just up the line and out for Smith there.
And Fiakowski on to serve now.
I think that's the first lead of the night for the Packers as Fiakowski sends that one over.
Kept alive by Fiakowski. Kept alive on the Mustang side. Dinger set back to Smith. Just a light one getting sent over, and that'll be a carry on that. Off a carry.
And that was McIntosh seeing that back corner was open, but a little too much grab on that one.
Michaela Amundsen now serving for the first time, I believe, here tonight for the Mustangs. As this one's kept alive by Baylor Dinger. Good dig out there, Metcalf from medium range there. And that one will just be sent into the net there by Glant.
Tough angle, just kind of looks like maybe a little bit of a miss hit there and just harmlessly into the net.
set back, sent over. Amundsen just not able to handle it.
So far, set one has really been back and forth. No real runs by either team, and probably what you'd expect when two good teams come up against one another. It's hard to get on that roll and maybe run off 5, 6, 7 points in a row. And that one eats up Dinger.
Liv Auden with the ace.
Good serve, good depth, and Dinger felt like that was the only way she could take that ball, and it does not work out for her.
As that one will be just long. So the Mustangs gain one back, knotted at 11. Here in set one. Addie Kill on to serve. Kept alive there, that was Peterson, and a block up front. Drops on the Mustang side.
One thing you're noticing, this is one, a match between two teams that have really powerful hitters at the net. So if these sets are put where these players are able to do something with it, they're going to make use of it, and there's some bad passing by the Mustangs.
Maya Glant serving for the Packers. Dinger keeps that one alive, and that one's going to be in that bad spot once again.
Good job by Morris, just putting that down so quickly, and Coach Newton's seen enough. She wants a little timeout.
So with that, the Mustangs take a time down, going down 14-11 here in set one. We'll take a short break and be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
One thing that I've always enjoyed about being a physician is just the patient and physician relationship.
Part of why I trusted him is because I felt more than just a patient.
We figured out the best situation for my injury, and we chose the one that would best fit me.
I'm a huge sports fan, have been my whole life and still am today. I have a strong desire to help people maintain their activity levels and to get back to doing the things that they are passionate about.
What would you do?
Fans, we want to thank Essentia Health for being the proud sponsor of our Cheyenne High School's Mustang Media team and this broadcast. Essentia Health, care close to home.
Maya Glant continuing to serve here for the Packers.
So we'll see if Coach Newton had the right words to settle her team down and get things going, as that one is exactly what the doctor ordered, as Metcalf sends that one down, unable to be handled by the Packers. And the side out for the Mustangs here. Chance to get back into this opening set.
Blado serving, a single block on the night so far for her. That was a really well-placed serve there, and collects an ace.
Some miscommunication there by the Packers. A couple Packers looking at each other. Looked like Fiakuski and Morris thought each one was going to be taking that.
Blado almost handcuffed. Receiver in the backfield there as Killorn and Chase, and just...
Yeah, Kill just not enough to get it over, but too close to the net to work out as any kind of setup there.
This is McIntosh serving now, for the Packers. Kill sets over to Killorn, kept alive there. Great job by Morris keeping that one up and at him. As Amundsen sets to Bryant, and Bryant
just
goes way
long.
too long. A little long on that one.
That middle kill opportunity, Bryant has really been good at that in the last couple of weeks. The last couple broadcasts we've seen, that's been a rarity to see her not collect on that one.
McIntosh getting that one over. Kept alive by the Packers. Great job there as Amundsen has
That was
to
a
set
really good job
backwards
by
to Metcalf.
Amundsen just to keep that alive.
Amundsen still kept alive. Dinger sets over to Metcalf. Almost collected there on the angled shot. Kill will get it to Amundsen over to Kaloran for a quick set. Gets across. Auden set that one back. Kept alive by the Mustangs. Great dig out there by Metcalf. And that one just barely getting over. Great rally there. I believe that was Wetterland finishing that one off. Amundsen sets back to Metcalf once again from long range, collects.
Probably fortunate on that. That was not the greatest of passes. Fortunate that Metcalf got that one to fall. Again, not sure if it's because of the change in kind of rotation and what's going on tonight, but Cheyenne hasn't been super sharp, but they still were only down 3 in this opening set.
That one gets over. Great job keeping that one alive by Dinger. This one set back by Auden, and that one just goes wide for a Mustang point.
A lot of power on display tonight from both of these teams.
Marley Badeau continues to serve now. And she'll send that one into the netting. Packers go up 18-15 here late set 1. This will be Harper Auden serving now. She'll send that one a little long for a Mustang point.
Couple of service errors from both teams there.
Abby Smith back on the floor. Alexa Kaloran now serving for the Mustangs. As Kaloran collects an ace.
Again, Cheyenne without one of their servers tonight, as Brindley Richmond sitting this one out. So, again, just a little bit of a unique rotation, maybe asking some people to do some things that they're maybe not always accustomed to. And that one just hits the line.
Catches the corner.
Clips the line. A really good shot cross court from distance. And Packers maintain that 2-point edge. So we're winding down on set number 1.
Smith sets over to Kaloran, or Kaloran sets over to Smith, excuse me. As this will be set for Bryant with the kill.
She's
Riley
done
Bryant.
that very well in the last, as I said, last couple weeks. She's struggled at stretches this year on mistiming some jumps, but has really been locked in these last couple of weeks. And that's always your goal, is you want your team playing at their best as you get near tournament time.
That was a lift there by the Packers, as we'll knot this one up at 19 now.
And there the
Timeout.
Packers are going to get a timeout.
Coach Titus decides to take a timeout. We'll do the same. Knotted at 19. We'll be back after a short break.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
So then when I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them, because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us.
Our goal is to get the best possible outcome for the patient. It's just a great feeling to know that you help that patient get back to doing the things they want to do.
And now I have a new hip that feels fantastic.
Fans, North Dakota State University offers a different kind of education. Classroom knowledge comes to life through hands-on experience, which sets students apart and prepares them for successful lives and careers. The best way to learn about NDSU is to take a tour. Schedule yours at ndsu.edu/visit.
That one's set back, and Badeau just can't keep that one alive.
Halverson cross court. Really tough angle for Badeau to handle that.
Halverson with her first kill on the night. This will be Fiakowski now serving for the West Fargo Packers. Here they go up 20-19, coming off the break. And timeout from Coach Titus. That Saxelin in the backfield collects.
Really well done by Saxelin. Back away from the net, but great angle on that. Really tough to dig out. And we're tied once again. You get the feeling, Tristan, this one might be one of those 28, 29-point games that it's going to take to win, as
Amundsen sends that one just barely long. Liv Auden now serving for the Packers, as she'll send that one way long.
That happened the last time. Back-to-back service errors, knots it up once again as Eddie Kill comes on.
That last serve almost on the lettering there, as Eddie Kill comes on to serve. This will be set across Badeau.
Great reaction by Blado, just getting it back over the net, and that unable to be handled by the Packers.
(22-21) Mustang lead. As Eddie Kill has another serve. Another great serve there by Kill. Kept alive there by the Packers as they get this one over. Amundsen sets all the way over to Killorn. I think that would have dropped outside, but they decided to keep it alive. And Dinger just couldn't dig that one out well enough.
Again, those are really hard to dig out when it's coming cross court. It's one thing to handle it when you're playing it dead on, but coming at that angle with that kind of pace, it's just really hard to handle that. And there's a little miscommunication between Killorn and Dinger, as I think Dinger thought Killorn was going to take that one. And Coach Newton is going to burn timeout number 2 as the Packers find themselves 2 points away from taking set 1. We'll be right back. Stick around.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next. What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances.
Welcome back, folks. Here in late set 1, the West Fargo Packers lead your Cheyenne Mustangs. And we're now tied, actually, 23-23. Once again, set 1 here, Maya Blado coming to serve. As Blado has a great placement there on that serve. Amundsen sets over to Bryant, collects. Riley Bryant collecting the 24th point for the Mustangs.
So Blado gets a chance at set point here.
Great block up front there by Bryant, and that'll be a net violation. As she just went a little too far over, you could see she tried to lean back there and just couldn't go back far enough. as McIntosh will come on to serve here for the Packers. And that one just barely clearing.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than to have it on target, and that's going to give the Packers their first opportunity at set point.
Kept alive by Killorn. Set over, and that one's blocked, and that'll be a Mustang point off of a net violation.
As I said, Tristan, this one has the feeling of it's going to take 28 or 29 points to maybe close this one out as we play on, tied at 25 here in the opening set.
They go with a good serve. Blocked up front there by Bryan, still alive. The Mustangs.
Call a net violation there.
Mustangs almost celebrated a little early there, you know. One of those things that we've talked about in the past.
So Badeau with the chance now. Second opportunity, second set point for the Mustangs. See if they can cash in on this one.
As Auden will set that one over. Kept alive there by Saxelin in the backfield. Set over. Saxelin had to backtrack on that one. And no one's there.
Yeah. I think
a lot of people wanted a lift.
It hit the netting as it went over, and so that's going to be a point for Cheyenne. And they're going to get out of this one with a 27-25 victory in set number one. And if that's an indication of what the sets are going to be like, we're going to be here for a while, Tristan. So Mustangs lead 1-0 in sets. Stick around, folks. We'll see how set number two goes.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, I think so.
Discover the experience that awaits you at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison family where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Build an exciting career with the help of industry-leading faculty. Tap into the power of the herd and make unforgettable memories in Fargo, one of the best college towns in the Midwest. Don't wait. Find your adventure at North Dakota State University.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
So then when I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them, because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us.
Our goal is to get the best possible outcome for the patient. It's just a great feeling to know that you help that patient get back to doing the things they want to do.
And now I have a new hip that feels fantastic.
Welcome back, folks, for set number two here in the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium as the Mustangs took set 127-25. Wolf, got anything to comment on?
Well, you know, both teams should feel like they had their chances. Cheyenne, you know, kind of hung with the Packers. Packers got a 3-4 point lead in the middle of the set, but weren't able to close it out. Cheyenne came back. Both teams had a set point opportunity, and Cheyenne cashed in on their second one. So, when rivalry teams get together, everyone turns up that intensity level just a notch. And, even though Cheyenne's seeding might be set, they're not going to lay down for the Packers, and both teams giving it all they had in set number one.
Fans, we'd like to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Essentia Health. Essentia Health, the best hospital in the Midwest that cares close to home. Marley Bedeau coming on to serve here. The first point for the first point in set number 2, excuse me. As this one just trickles on the left side of the net for the Packers to keep alive. As
good reaction by Smith there.
Smith takes a drop shot, almost collected there. Great dig out there. I believe that was number 8, Wetterlin. As this one gets set back to Metcalf, Wetterlin keeps it alive. Fiakowski sets over. Smith collects on a drop shot kill.
Really good touch. Great opening rally to start set number 2.
Smith with her second kill on the night, as Bedeau will continue to serve here for the Mustangs. As Auden set that one over, they got it back across. Metcalf with a kill.
Good power from Cora Metcalf there. Seems like she's swinging a bit harder tonight at some of these.
That's Metcalf's third kill on the night, along with an assist and a block as well. So that's Auden setting that one back. Blado running attempt at a kill, kind of went a little hard there as Dinger keeps this one alive. Smith with a quick set over. Auden set on the far side over, and that one just barely touches the line.
Cloran, that ball comes at you so quickly, you have to make that snap decision. She thought it was going to go long and turns to watch it land just inside the back line. And so the Packers with their first serve here in set number 2.
Blado collects on a drop kill.
And there, one of those situations, Marley Bedeau filling in as a setter here, as we have a little different rotation. And you can tell that her and Blado maybe don't get to work as often together as maybe some of the, as another setter might. And so it's been, just a tiny bit off on some of these sets here tonight.
Addie Kill just barely trickling over the net with the serve as she intercepts that one in the backfield. Gets to Killorn, almost collects. There was some power on that one. And that one just miscommunicated there by the Mustangs off of Metcalf, kind of jumping.
Yeah, almost sent it backwards there. She tried to react and kind of got the backside of the ball and pushed it further into the back court.
Blant serving now for the Packers. And Metcalf gets her attempted kill blocked, excuse me. As the Packers and Mustangs are now knotted at 3 here, similar to set 1. Great serve there by Glant as Blado gets hers blocked. That was Wetterlin, I believe, on the block. Bedeau gets to Killorn, and that one drops for a kill. Killorn with her second kill on the night gives the Mustangs chance to tie this one up again at 4 apiece. Attempted drop shot there gets stopped. As Auden sends this one over, and Blado tried to dig it out in the backfield, just couldn't reach it well enough. McIntosh now to serve. As Badeau sets this one back to Kaloran, and that's way long.
That one sails on her.
6-4 Packers lead here. McIntosh continuing to serve. As this one will collect for Kaloran.
We see Amundsen and Saxland come back in for the Mustangs. Amundsen to serve.
This one set back by Auden. Blocked up front, got by him, kept alive. Bryant sent that one over. Auden sets
that one
once
clips
again, and
the
that
line
one
as
clips.
well.
Packers getting those balls in the right spots in set number 2 here, as that's the 3rd time I believe they've flipped the line this set. Amundsen sets this one to Bryant for a kill.
That quick set in the middle is working very well for the Mustangs tonight.
A lot of great serving too coming out of both sides tonight, as doesn't really show on the ace card, but definitely a lot of great serves that have maybe handcuffed some girls, as well as put them in a tough spot, such as that one right there coming off of Kaloran. Amundsen gets to Kaloran, sent over with a quick set there in the backfield, and Amundsen couldn't keep that one alive. I believe that was Schroeder. As Peterson comes on to serve. Amundsen set back to Bryan with a kill.
Violent on that one.
And that's one thing we've talked about. When Riley Bryan times her jumps, she can really put some power behind hers.
So we see the trainer, I see over there working on Badeau, really Cheyenne down to just Amundsen as a setter right now, as Richmond's out for the game, and Badeau getting looked at right now as that block's going to go out of bounds. Not sure what that's going to mean for Badeau, if she'll be able to come back or not. And this is where it, pays dividends. We talk about that a lot.
So that one's kept alive miraculously there by Saxland, I believe that is, in the backfield.
Good power from Ellie McIntosh there. But we talk about that a lot early in the season, Tristan, as we talk about, getting a lot of young players, some opportunities, some players that maybe don't get to see the floor all that frequently, getting them opportunities to play, because you never know the situation that might lead to needing them to step up.
Smith almost collecting on that one there. And that one will be a Mustang
Halverson
point.
sends that into the net. Now Badeau's coming back with Metcalf. So whatever it was, she's going to try and make a go of it.
Looks like she's got her arm taped up there, mid-forearm.
As she sends that one long. So West Fargo's maintained a 2 3-point cushion through a lot of this set here as we kind of reach the midpoint of the set.
Liv Auden serving now for the Packers. And she sends that one straight into the net. Addie Kill on to serve. Mustangs with a 2-point differential now. And Addie Kill will send that one into the net.
3 consecutive service errors.
Maya Glant now serving for the Packers. As Badeau sets this one over to Killorn with a heavy kill there.
Auden just couldn't handle that. Great pace on that.
Killorn with her 4th kill on the night as Maya Blado comes on to serve. That one just barely clearing the net. Kill kept alive, set over to Killorn and drops for the Mustangs. (12-11) set number 2 here. Packers lead it. As Blado keeps that one alive, gets over to Metcalf. Almost drops for intercepted by Fiakowski on that one. Kill set back to Killorn with a mid-range drop shot.
Great.
Collects.
Deeper than most drop shots, but perfectly placed as a trio of Packers trying to save that and dig it out and unable to do so, and we're knotted back again at 12.
Maya Blado with a high serve. Kept alive there by the Packers. This one set back to Metcalf and no one's there on that one. And that'll be enough for Coach Titus. Mustangs lead at 13-12 off the Metcalf kill. We'll take a short break and be right back, folks.
Discover the experience that awaits you at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison family where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Build an exciting career with the help of industry-leading faculty. Tap into the power of the herd and make unforgettable memories in Fargo, one of the best college towns in the Midwest. Don't wait. Find your adventure at North Dakota State University.
Welcome back, folks, for set number 2 here. Mustangs lead the Packers 13-12, and we'll take some looks at scores around the league here with Dan Wolf.
Shanley leads Valley City 1-0. They won the opening set 29-27. They're down 23-22 in set 2. Bismarck Legacy leads Bismarck High 1-0. Davies up 2-0 at Devils Lake, looking to sweep them as they're way ahead in set 3. And Horace leads Wahpeton 2-0 as well.
Great block up front there by Killorn. That one kept alive, set back, and that one will drop for the Packers. Coming off of Morris's attempt at a kill. McIntosh serving now for the Packers. Trend and service there as Killorn takes a long shot and it'll drop for him. Amundsen serving now for the Mustangs, going up 14-13 here, mid-set 1, or set 2, excuse me. As that one will be blocked up front there by Bryant and Saxland. Attempt at a drop shot there, kept alive. Dinger in the backfield, gets all the way over to Killorn, I believe, on the right side. Kept alive there by Amundsen. Dinger sets over to Saxland, and she collects with a kill.
A lot of free swinging here tonight by a lot of players. Holding nothing back in this match.
Saxland's second kill on the night as Amundsen serves. Set over, and I thought Dinger had a backhand on that for a second, but I believe that was Schroeder with a kill.
as we see Harper on to serve for, I believe, the first time this evening.
I believe she served a little bit in set one, but
younger sister of Liv Auden.
On set over, Dinger kept alive. Amundsen with the quick set over, almost caught Fiakowski there, and that one just not being, struggling here, Wolf.
Unable to be handled by the Mustangs. Yeah, Halverson, good cross court.
As Amundsen sets back to Bryan. Bryan had to stop on the running kill there. Amundsen sets all the way over to Saxland, and that one will just barely be long.
The Packers climb back into the lead.
Harper Auden continuing to serve now for the Packers still. And that one just in that poor spot once again.
Yeah, good recognition by Morris for the Packers there. Really set up well for her to just tap that one down.
That's one of the few spots you'd hate to be in this game, is just right on that net with not necessarily a 50-50 ball, but a 50-50 ball for the one team. You know?
When you have a hitter with length at the net that knows what to do with that, it's really pretty hard for anyone to deal with it.
That one's a straight kill there.
So a little run here by the Packers. There's going to lead to a Mustang timeout. So 18-15, Packers lead in set number 2. Stick around, we'll see how this one turns out.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, I think so.
Discover the experience that awaits you at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison family where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Build an exciting career with the help.
And she flips the line. May have been touched by the Packers anyway, but line's official saying it hit the line. So the Mustangs clawing their way back in here.
Auden set this one back, gets across, kept alive there. And Saxland just long.
Thought you saw an opening, went for it just wide.
Peters.
Oh, that one I think might have been long, but Dinger takes it.
Peterson serving now for the Packers as Riley Bryant collects the kill. Bryant with her 5th on the night. (19-18) Packers lead here in set number 2. Mustangs taking set 1, 27-25. As Auden sets this one over, kept alive there by Baylor Dinger in the backfield. Saxland with a hard shot, not being able to handle.
Saxland wound up on that one. So just like set number 1, Tristan, we're deep into set 2. 19-19, again, has that feeling like it may take extra points to win the set, as neither team is really giving in to the other.
Great block up front there by Blado.
And there's a timeout from the Packers.
So like we've talked about, some great serving going on as well as some great action in the front lines here tonight at Cheyenne High School.
Yeah, it just, two teams that are skilled and know that they're playing for a lot. You're coming down to tournament time and no one really giving an inch to the other team. And it then never hurts that you're playing your crosstown rival, and that always adds another dimension to what's going on. Fans, discover the experience that awaits at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison community where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Engage with faculty and industry experts and create unforgettable memories in Fargo, one of the best college towns in the Midwest. See for yourself. Schedule a tour at ndsu.edu/visit.
Baylor Dinger on to serve now for the Mustangs. Coming off the run that Coach Titus didn't really like to see. As this one's kept alive there by Saxon. Great job there. That had to. Great job there by Dinger to dig that one out. No one could get to it, though.
Yeah, kept it alive, but just no one could get a hand on it, so we're knotted again at 20.
Holverson had to turn and send that one down, so not the prettiest, but it still played out for him, as that'll be an ace there.
Really good drop action on that one. Kind of knuckled away from Smith, and she couldn't handle that one from Fiakuski.
Smith with a long shot, handled there by Fiakowski, and that one will drop for the Packers.
Right in the middle for McIntosh. And now Coach Newton going to get a timeout as the Packers are within 3 points of capturing set 2. Good crowd here tonight, Tristan.
Yep.
As you would expect for any matchup between the Mustangs and the Packers in pretty much any sport. We'll take a look at some of the scores around the state. Devils Lake indeed gets swept by Fargo Davies at Davies High School. Red River beats Central 1-0 in set number 1. Bismarck and Bismarck Legacy tied at a set apiece. Horace sweeps the Huskies from Wahpeton tonight down at Wahpeton High School. Shanley escapes from being down in set 2, and they're now up 2-0 against Valley City. Minot North leads Watford City. Mandan leads St. Mary's 1-0, and Century leads Jamestown 1-0. As we're ready to go once again.
Fiakowski serving for the Packers, a libero tonight for them. And that one will be just outside. Badeau and Metcalf coming back in, the two juniors for the Mustangs here. And Badeau will come on to serve. As Badeau almost collects an ace there.
Wow, really good job. I think that was Halverson that somehow kept that alive and got it over from a really bad angle.
Our angle, that almost looked like on the other side of the standard, but maybe not. As that one's kept alive there by the Mustangs. Dinger sends it over.
Both teams kind of little helter-skelter here, but they're managing to keep the rally going. As that one's blocked and handled.
By Blado and Abby Smith as they can't keep up. So this will be Livauden serving now for the Packers. Blado takes a drop shot, kept alive there by Fiakowski. Blado sends this one over. Kept alive there off the attempted drop shot, but Doe sets for Blado. Kept alive, and Dinger
so kept it going, but Killorn couldn't get over there, and Packers earned an opportunity here at set point. In set 2, chance to knot this one at 1 set apiece. Off the serve from Auden.
Smith keeps this one alive. Bedeau and chase. Metcalf sends it across. Kept alive there in the backfield by Killorn. Metcalf down with it. And that's a great block up front there by Smith.
And so the Mustangs stay alive. So Eddie Killon to try and keep this set going for the Mustangs.
And that one
that'll do it.
Drop, and that'll do it for set number 2 here. Packers take it 25-22. We'll take a short break and be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Our health.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit. Discover the experience that awaits you at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison family where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Build an exciting career with the help of industry-leading faculty. Tap into the power of the herd and make unforgettable memories in Fargo, one of the best college towns in the Midwest. Don't wait. Find your adventure at North Dakota State University.
Welcome back, folks, for set number 3 here at the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium, as the Packers just took set 2 and the Mustangs took set 1. As we take a quick look at the standings once again for the EDC. Wolf, like we talked about earlier, Shanley, Davies, and Cheyenne basically locked in those top 3 spots. No one really able to move out of those top 3 spots, at least.
Barring a loss for Shanley tonight at Valley City, but they're up 2-0. So likely that's how it finishes out. For Cheyenne, of course, that puts you in a tough position. You win that home match next Tuesday. That means you've got to go through Davies and you've got to go through Cheyenne if you want to win that EDC tournament. But I kind of get the feeling that Coach Newton would be okay with that. If you want to really have an opportunity to win a state championship, then you've got to beat the best teams that are put in front of you, and go one match at a time.
Definitely, like we talked about earlier too, Shanley and Davies having that big match on this Thursday night. I believe it's at the Davies gym. So that one should be a possible picture of how the EDC / state tournament could go.
And a reminder that the Mustangs football team is in the state semifinals on Friday night. They'll be hosting the Bismarck Demons, a team that beat them in the regular season. You look at the top 4 seeds from around the state, the East and West, numbers 1 and 2 are the teams that are qualified for the semifinals, kind of what you'd expect. And I think among those teams, I think there's 7 total losses and like 30-plus wins. So these are the elite teams. The other semifinal is Davies traveling up to Minot on Friday, and the winners will face off in the Dakota Bowl.
Cora Metcalf catching that last one kind of tripped me up a little bit because she was on the left side for that. Addie Kill gets this one over.
Kind of a bonus point there. That one returned, and Packers looked thinking it was going to drop, and it did drop, but it was in. And so Cheyenne jumps out early here in set 3 with a 2-0 lead.
Addie Kill with an unexpected kill from long range, and
Good
she'll
serve.
collect an ace. Addie Kill on a hot streak here. Early set 2.
And this is something we haven't seen a lot of tonight. Teams going on that 3, 4, 5 point run against the other. But we're seeing it here.
Kill almost handcuffed Peterson there. Gets a drop shot over, and no one's there to collect off of Kalorn's save. Pretty sure that was Peterson getting that one over on the ace. Would have been. Blado's quick set.
Really good
across.
placement. Defense didn't have a chance to adjust and reset. And Blado keeping him off guard, puts it in the right spot. And a 4-1 Mustang lead here.
Blado sends a good serve over. Amundsen intercepts that one in the backfield. Kill sets over to Metcalf. Kept alive there. Great dig out there by Auden. And that ref signaled for a Packer point there. I'm not quite sure what that was.
Oh, that hung on the net for a second there, and Kaloran just sends that one in.
Get that one high enough. Got confused there for a second. The ref about halfway through that rally signal for a Packer point. Continued play. So Amundsen sets this one back to Metcalf. Kill in the backfield, gets to Bryant for a kill.
So we've seen much better chemistry between Amundsen and Bryant on that quick set right in the middle. Badeau and Blado have had trouble kind of getting that one synced up here tonight. But we've seen Bryant on a handful of occasions get that good quick kill right up the middle.
Badeau sets back for Kalorn with a kill.
And a quick 6-2 lead for the Mustangs in set number 3. Well, we're going 4 for sure, Tristan. We'll see if this one heads to 5 tonight or if one team is able to take the last 2 and close this match out, as that's going to be an ace for Badeau.
Badeau, excuse me. I believe that's one of Badeau's first physical points on the night even tonight. As Auden sets this one back, and that one's so long. Almost in the lettering there.
Wetterland just way too much, and the Packers are going to take a quick timeout as they find themselves down 8-2 here early in set 3. We'll step away and come back in a minute to continue set 3. Stick around, folks.
If you're thinking about
Welcome back, folks, for set number 3 here. Mustangs jump up early and take an 8-2 lead here against the rival West Fargo Packers. As we'll see Badeau serve still. Badeau coming off of an ace before the timeout from Coach Titus from the West Fargo side. Packers side, excuse me. And Saxlin with maybe an awkward attempt at a kill there, as this one gets back to Killorn, kept alive there by Fiakowski, and blocked up front there by Bryant.
So Cheyenne is reaching another gear here in set 3.
Riley Bryant.
Yeah, they've been passing well. They've had blockers at the net. Just, kind of that chaos that was ensuing from time to time. Just not seeing that from the Mustangs here, as Badeau will send that one into the net, but still a 6-point lead for the Mustangs early in set 3. Harper Odden on to serve now.
And one thing we talked about too, Wolf, coming off of the second to last point, Riley Bryan has really gotten into the swing of things. You can tell she's improved from earlier in the season, to where we constantly were talking about her mistimed jumps or her miss runs at a running kill, and you can really see that she stepped up to the plate and swung away here in the past couple weeks.
Yeah, she's played incredibly well.
Her and Saxlin collect a block.
And that's what you got to have if you want to try and win an EDC tournament or a state tournament. You're going to have contributions from everyone. When you're playing those top teams, you can't hide anyone out there, as that's consecutive service errors for the Packers. It's hard to get back into a match when you keep having trouble on your own serve.
So Fiakowski will set this one over. Kept alive there in the backfield by Killorn. Saxlin with a heavy ball. Collects.
And this set being certainly the anomaly from the first two. First two were back and forth tight almost the entire way with both. And Cheyenne kind of dominating here early on in set 3.
Dinger sets over to Badeau, back to Smith for a kill. Abby Smith with her 3rd kill on the night, 2 blocks as well for her, as Dinger continues to serve here. And Dinger will collect her first ace of the night.
And if you're the Packer coach, it's hard to want to burn that second time out here. You're going to have to let your team kind of struggle through and see if they can get something going before you try and burn another timeout.
Great kill there by Glant.
Yeah, great job there. Glant, just a freshman. Good elevation. And puts that one down.
Fiakowski serving now for the Packers. Libero tonight once again for West Fargo High, as Mustangs almost collect there. Saxlin with a kill. Birthday ball for Saxlin. Or net violation, excuse me. I thought Saxlin got it off the kill there, but maybe not. As Amundsen comes on to serve. 15-5 once again the anomaly from the first two, like you said, Wolf, as Amundsen just can't keep up.
Yeah, I think 3 or 4 has been about the biggest lead we've seen from either side tonight. And so for the Mustangs to have 9-10 point lead here in set 3 is just not what we've seen. Maybe a little letdown for the Packers after that strong second set, regardless.
You know, and perhaps what could have been one of our keys to the game for both sides is keeping your foot on the gas and setting a pace for yourself. As Metcalf
Good kill from Metcalf. Up the line.
6th kill on the night there for Metcalf.
And that's not a shot we see a lot from Metcalf. It's usually that cross-court kill or up the center and running it up the line like that. Always good to keep your opponent guessing, not knowing where you're going to send that ball when you get that set perfectly for you.
Great job there.
I think that
by
was
Wetterlin, I believe. So Glant to serve. Morris back on the floor for the Packers. As Amundsen sets to Blado, and Blado will just have a tip up front for a block.
And that's the best chance Blado's had at that quick middle kill tonight. Off the set from Amundsen. And then just good reaction for Blado to put it back down on the low return.
Packers moving to 3 up front, 3 and back, as that one just barely dug out there by Fiakowski and number 21, that's Lauritsen, excuse me. And Bryant
times that one up perfectly.
Riley Bryant once again. That girl where if she times her jump, she has power behind each one of hers. So Blado will serve still here for the Mustangs, going up 18-7, the first double point lead as Metcalf.
And now a dozen. And that's going to be another timeout from the Packers. I guess it's time. If you're going to get back into this, you're going to have to use it at some point. Coach Titus does. Mustangs lead 19-7. We'll be back.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, I think so.
I didn't know that I'd play football. I didn't know I'd go pro. I didn't even know if I'd get game time or score a touchdown. But there's one thing I always knew. That I'd never give up.
Welcome back, from ad break as Maya Blado sends this one into the net. Mustangs going on a hot streak, going up 19-7 before the timeout from Coach Titus, and now up 19-8. Sets are tied 1-1 here as Kill just couldn't handle that one, and that'll be an ace for McIntosh.
Yeah. Well, it starts with a couple points here. If you're the Packers, you're not going to probably get 12 back all at once. You're going to have to kind of do it a little bit at a time.
Kaloran with a kill.
Good answer from Kaloran.
Off the set of Amundsen, that's her 9th kill on the night for Kaloran. Badeau on to serve and Saxlin back on the floor. As Auden sets over, kept alive there by the Mustangs on the opposite side, and Kaloran just
wide
collect.
off the top of the net.
I think that tip off the net might have played that
might
huge
have
factor
diverted
in
it
that
just
one.
far enough that it sent it wide.
As
Mustangs still with a 10-point lead as Harper Auden on to serve.
Kill kept alive, and that'll be an ace for Harper Auden. Her first ace on the night. As that one set back to Killorn, blocked straight up front there.
Great block by Morris. That was sent straight back. Timed that one up really well.
They're back to within 8 now as Dinger just can't handle that one, so it'll be another ace for Harper Auden.
As we said, both these teams lean on the young side. Auden, another freshman for the Packers. And we know we've seen lots of freshmen contribute for the Mustangs this year.
Bryant with another kill.
There, that one tipped.
Bryant with her 8th kill on the night after that one, as Killorn will come on to serve. Auden sets back, and that one.
Morris dropped the hammer there. So the Packers been able to reduce that lead to 7. They've cut 5 off of it. See if they can continue to dig into that. Time's running out for them as Cheyenne up to 21 points here in set 3. They don't really have a lot of margin for error.
Set back to Saxelin. Saxelin had to stop on the run. Kept alive there by Dinger. Over to Badeau, and long shot for Killorn. Collects.
Coming from the back row. Really good. And Dinger with going to have an opportunity to possibly serve out set number 3.
Killorn's 10th on the night for kills, excuse me. As Dinger has a good serve there, and that's a kill there for.
Great job by Anna Halverson.
Great job there by the Packers, keeping that one alive off of Blado's attempted kill.
Going to that back row kill again.
Great
Packers
job.
Somehow keeping it alive up in the speaker system there.
This one's just popped over. Badeau back to Saxelin. Off angle shot, kept alive. Great rally going here as Smith almost collected drop shot kill, and that'll be too many hits there. Metcalf will be back on the floor along with Amundsen to serve. They're up 23-15. Amundsen with a possible chance to serve this set out. As Auden sets over, kept alive there by Dinger. And Smith will send a long shot, kept alive there by the Packers on the left side. Amundsen gets back to Metcalf. Kept alive, once again, great rally. And that will be called a Mustang point off of a net violation.
So set point.
That one had a possibility of going long, but kept up. Great job there by Metcalf, recognizing that one coming off of the divider. This one set back to Metcalf, almost collected there, stopped by Peterson in the backfield. And
that's going to be a net violation there on the Packers. So that's going to do it. The most lopsided of the sets so far. Set 3 goes to the Packers 25, or to the Mustangs 25-15, and they own a 2-set-to-1 lead in the crosstown rivalry match. Stick around, folks. Set 4 is coming up.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, I think so.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit.
One thing that I've always enjoyed about being a physician is just the patient and physician relationship.
Part of why I trusted him was because I felt more than just a patient.
We figured out the best situation for my injury, and we chose the one that would best fit me.
I'm a huge sports fan, have been my whole life and still am today. I have a strong desire to help people maintain their activity levels and to get back to doing the things that they are passionate about.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
Welcome back, folks, for set number 4 here in the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium. The Mustangs taking the last set 25-15. Wolf, like we talked about during break, a little bit of an anomaly in the past 3 sets there.
Surprising that set number 3 was as lopsided as it was at beginning, considering the first 2 sets, not even 10 points separating the teams in 2 sets, to have Cheyenne win set number 3 or 25-15. So if you're Cheyenne, keep your foot on the gas, right? Keep doing the things you did in set 3 and things should be fine. Packers need to find a way to, I think when you get down big to a good team, that makes it really hard to have any chance at coming back. And so West Fargo's going to have to make sure they hang in this set if they're going to want to have a chance to send it to a 5th set.
That big thing, though, the keeping the foot on the gas, that probably applying to both teams at this point, as we saw last set. Packers just not seeming to put forth, I don't want to say effort necessarily, but not putting forth as much
just wasn't as clean
stuff as they could, just really sloppy play and just poor in general compared to the first 2. As Amundsen sets this one over, and that one will drop on the Mustang side due to probably miscommunication.
Yeah, just not a real clean set for Blado to get anything on that, and that 50-50 ball at the net falls on the Mustang side. And so the Packers get the start that they want. They get that first point and a chance to maybe open a little bit of a lead, as that runner from Blado sails wide, and that cross-court kill.
Liv Auden now on to serve for the Packers here. Going down once again early here in set number 4. Amundsen over to Metcalf on the left side once again. Blado gets to Amundsen, back to Metcalf with a drop shot, almost collects there. Good word for Piakowski. Amundsen sets back to Metcalf once again. Kept alive there by Auden off the tip. Peterson sends that one over, and Smith has hers rejected there by Morris. Amundsen back to Metcalf, collects.
Finally, great rally. Both teams coming up with some big digs, keeping the rally alive, extending it. But Metcalf closes the door on that one with the big kill. And Cheyenne on the board in set number 4.
Something I noticed too, Wolf, is Newton perhaps getting closer to tournament time to see where she can put her girls at. Metcalf, as we've seen a few times now, has been on the left side instead of the right.
Well, and you wonder about, I always wonder if coaches are saving something, some wrinkle, something they haven't shown to anyone else throughout the year. And even tonight, yeah, it's a big match against the Packers, your crosstown rival, but at the same time, it's not going to change your seeding, so let's hold on to whatever it is we're saving until we have an opportunity to unleash it, maybe at an EDC or state tournament, as there's some poor communication from the Packers, and the Mustangs now up 3-2.
Kill collects an ace there as it makes this one, oh my gosh, as it makes this set 3-2, excuse me.
And that one just
and
climbs
Kill
over.
Collects another ace.
You don't apologize for those. You just say thank you and move on and serve again.
Kill with 2 aces in a row now. As that one's just long. Peterson now serving for the Packers. First time serving in a while for her. As Amundsen sets over to Blado, collects a kill straight down the line. Maya Blado with her second kill on the night.
And again, Brindley Richmond, Olivia Bratton not playing tonight. Little collision in the JV match. They appear to be fine, but maybe too, as we've talked about on occasion, as Brian's going to send that one to a point. Maybe Coach Newton tightening up that rotation a little bit. I guess we won't know if they would have played in this one. I would think at least they would have seen a little bit of time, but you don't know for sure, as McIntosh leaves no doubt on that one into the back left corner.
Like you're talking about too, Wolf, is one thing is you're more concerned for Brindley Richmond because she went down hard. You guys obviously weren't able to see it unless you were watching the JV live stream on the huddle. Bratton kind of fell first, and then Richmond toppled over her and went face first into the floor, and she was perhaps bad nose or a couple of teeth loose on that.
I think there was a bloody nose out of that one, and maybe just bell rung a little bit. I don't know that it's a concussion or anything, but just shaken up a little bit.
Just wasn't pretty all around, as the Packers will collect a point off of a lift, I believe. Or net violation, excuse me. As the Mustangs lead at 6-5 here.
So this set looking more like sets 1 and 2, as this one kind of going back and forth. No one creating any separation as of yet.
Metcalf almost handcuffed McIntosh there in the backfield, I believe.
Good job by Metcalf as that one touched the net, laying off of that. Point for the Mustangs. As Bedole will be on to serve. She had her forearm taped up. I think that was set number 2, but hasn't seemed to affect her at all as she's continued to play throughout the night.
Saxland
great
with a kill.
That may have been Bedeau's best set of the night. Absolutely on a platter for Peyton Saxland, and Saxland no doubt with that one. Right up the line, hammers it home, and the Mustangs with a 3-point lead now. I think if I'm Coach Titus, I don't want to let this one get
too
far. That kind of happened to them and there's Bryant. That happened in set 4 to them, and it just, the Mustangs got too far away as there's Saxland again.
Saxland with another one, just with absolute power.
It was, both refs looked at Coach Titus like, you calling this? And no indication yet. So the Mustangs up 4 here in set number 4.
Saxland, just like Bryant, one of those girls where if she times it right, she will have a lot of power, and you better watch out. As the Packers collect a point off of that one, 9-6 now Mustang lead in set 4. You know, and like we've talked about before, well, possibility of set 5 maybe.
Yeah.
We said early on in set, or I believe it was even pregame, where we said this could have a chance of going 4 or 5 sets.
Yeah, it's just.
And that one will drop.
That one they lost, didn't know where that one went. So back up 4 for the Mustangs. And certainly sets 1 and 2 gave you the feeling that this could easily go 5 tonight. But it was set 4 that seemed, or set 3 that seemed to now make you question that. So we'll see how this turns out, and that's going to be a net violation for the Mustangs. I believe that was Bryant. She tried to get a piece of that one. And we're going to see Kaya Ray here for the first time tonight. Lauritsen with the serve.
Lauritsen now serving for the Packers. Her first time, I believe, here tonight. As
Great
Saxland.
set. Great set from Badeau. Saxland finishes it off.
You almost got to laugh at those as a lot of Packers ducked out of the way for that one.
Well, at some point, you got self-preservation. You don't want to be in the way of that if it's coming at your head.
One of those balls that you don't want to be on the front lines for.
Yeah.
Saxland sets to Badeau, gets back to Saxland, and another one kept alive there in the backfield. I believe that was Lauritsen. Badeau sets for Blado, drop shot, gets stopped there by Fiakowski, and that one drops on the Mustang side off the attempted block from Blado and Saxland. 11-8 Mustang lead here in set number 4. 2-1 set lead there for the Mustangs, coming off of a win in set 1 and 3, and then the Packer win in set 2. Set 1 obviously going extra points. Coach Titus really getting into this one as McIntosh gets a kill.
So it had been kind of a 3-4 point lead for the Mustangs for a while there. Packers now trimming it to 2.
Fiakowski collects an ace.
Yeah, clipped the net and kind of handcuffed Smith back there. And now Coach Newton doesn't want to let this one slip away. She's going to take a timeout with the Packers leading 11-10. Stick around, folks. We'll be right back.
One thing that I've always enjoyed about being a physician is just the patient and physician relationship.
Part of why I trusted him was because I felt more than just a patient.
We figured out the best situation for my injury, and we chose the one that would best fit me.
I'm a huge sports fan, have been my whole life and still am today. I have a strong desire to help people maintain their activity levels and to get back to doing the things that they are passionate about.
Discover the experience.
Welcome back, folks, for set number 4.
Some updates from around the state. Again, Horace swept Wahpeton. Bismarck leads Bismarck Legacy 2-1. Davies swept Devils Lake. Shanley sweeps Valley City. Mandan ahead of St. Mary's 2-1. Century sweeps Jamestown. Watford City and Minot North tied at 1. And Red River sweeps Central tonight.
Ray keeps that one alive, gets a Saxland, kept alive off the block. Smith with a drop shot, Auden collects. That one kept alive there on a dig out by Dinger. Great.
That was one of those set up.
That was
Smith, good recognition. That was going to be too long. Set it perfectly for her at the net. She's just able to direct it downward.
Another one of those things we've talked about tonight, probably more than any other night, is those like 50-50 balls that are kind of lopsided.
When that defense gets to see that ahead of time. And there was a true 50-50 ball as everyone going for that, but it ends up on the Mustang side. Dinger can't dig it out. And so the Packers with a chance to tie it up once again in set number 4.
Liv Auden on to serve now for the Packers as Amundsen sets over to Blado with a drop shot and a kill. Blado's third kill on the night collects off of a drop shot, and Addie Kill will come on to serve along with Alexa Kaloran back on the floor. Addie Kill with some power behind that serve as that's blocked up front there by Blado and Metcalf. Blado with her 4th block on the night, Metcalf with her 1st. As we have definitely seen Metcalf with more of that powerhouse.
Good hustle by the Packers to keep that one in play. As Metcalf hammers it home. And now comes the timeout from the Packers, down 15-11 in set number 4.
So the Mustangs take the lead 15-11 here. They are up 2-1 here midway through set number 4.
Fans, Essentia Health is proud to be the premier sponsor of Mustang Media and partner with Cheyenne High School to make a healthy difference in the lives of the students and families. We are privileged to serve Essentia Health like nowhere else. So quick timeout there from Coach Titus. Probably just wanted to settle her players down. Kill still serving for the Mustangs with that 4-point lead. I'm sure Cheyenne would love to build a little 6, 7, 8-point lead and get out of here with a 3-1 victory tonight. Packers going to do everything they can to prevent that.
Addie Kill with another good serve on that as McIntosh gets this one over. Amundsen sets for Kaloran, drop shot kill.
Packers haven't necessarily been in bad positions, but just a little bit unlucky. Haven't been able to get some clean blocks, and it's kind of cost them here in set number 4.
And Kill just sends that one into the net, so the Mustangs have a 16-11 lead now here in set, or 16-12, excuse me, lead now here in set number 4. As Olivia Peterson will serve here for the Packers. And that one, once again, one of those 50-50 balls, lopsided.
Ellie McIntosh making the most of that opportunity.
Amundsen sits over to Kaloran and drops on the Packers side.
Again, not great position, but good job by Kaloran to have just enough on it that the blockers for the Packers can't handle it.
Kaloran with her 13th kill on the night as she gets credited for a kill off of that one. Amundsen gets over to Kaloran and that one will be blocked and out.
And the lead up to 5 now as we're creeping to the 20-point mark for the Mustangs. West Fargo doesn't want to let this get any higher than that. And they send that one I think that one might have just been straight into the net.
That was probably more netting rather than the hands of Bryant, but Blado still serving as Amundsen intercepts this one. Metcalf gets one across and gets a Mustang point.
And here comes timeout number 2 from Coach Titus.
Mustangs take a 20-13 lead here. Late set number 4. They lead it 2-1. We'll take a short break and be right back.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
Welcome back, folks, for late set number 4 here. The Mustangs lead set 4, 20-13. Maybe one more anomaly compared to sets 1 and 2 as we saw earlier. And Amundsen can't keep up with that one as McIntosh collects another one. And she will now serve for the Packers. McIntosh collects an ace, her 3rd on the night. She has 8 kills and 3 aces. Dinger gets over to Killorn with an off-angle shot. Gets sent back over by Morris on that one as Metcalf brings the hammer down.
Great power from Metcalf. Great angle. Just so steep, no way for the Packers to dig that one out.
21-15 Mustang lead here as Marley Bedeau comes on to possibly serve this one out. That one intercepted in the backfield by Morris. Gets over and Kill can't keep up as Morris collects one on that. So the Mustangs perhaps getting into some risky territory once again as Dinger keeps this one alive. Killorn sends this one over. Kept alive there by the Mustangs, still up. And that one will...
they call...
Too many hits.
Too many hits?
Too many hits. As I think, believe it was Bryant and Kill that kind of raised their hands and just, you know, accepted it early there as Bedeau, excuse me. And that one's a kill.
Really nicely done by Morris. And the Mustangs gonna take a timeout. Coach Newton not wanting to let this one slip away. 21-18 Mustangs. We'll be right back.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, yes, I think so.
Welcome back, folks, for late set number 4 here in the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium. Mustangs lead sets 2-1, as well as set number 4 here, 21-18. The Packers crawling their way back into this one off of a couple kills and a couple aces in the previous points. As this is younger sister Harper Auden serving for the Packers as Riley Bryant collects on her 10th kill of the night. As Abby Smith comes back in and Alexa Kwarn will serve for the white. Auden sets back, drop shot. Dinger gets a backhand on it, and that'll be a double hit off of no one.
Oh,
and I think Saxlin
went down.
I think Saxlin went down against the ref's post there, as there's not very much padding there.
Holding looks like that left ankle. As the trainer comes out to tend to her.
She's up.
And that's certainly something, you know, you don't want to see.
Her ankle looks bad walking off, folks, as
she's having trouble putting weight on that, as maybe caught it in the standard and twisted it there, and, you know, it's that next man up mentality. And so next man up is Addie Boya tonight, as she's going to come off the bench for the Mustangs. So 3 Mustangs out of action tonight. Richmond, Bratton, and now
definitely some unpretty sights if you're Newton. You don't want this many girls entered.
No,
I believe
not right before an EDC tournament. And
you know, and Richmond and Bratton aren't, I wouldn't say, are on IR enough to where Saxlin, you know, limping off the floor just now, and her ankle looked horrible, and not horrible, but in pretty rough shape to where,
well,
you know,
in a sport that is predicated on lateral movement and jumping, that is, you know, that's certainly, as you said, Tristan, something that Coach Newton does not want to see. We certainly hope that maybe it's more one of those initial, that the shock kind of hits you more than anything else. And with just Devil's Lake and a seating that's probably locked in, you know, you have a chance for probably a week's worth of rest if Saxlin's ankle is a little bit bad, as one of the referees seeing who we have on the floor here, making sure this is all okay. Double checking that was all.
We're double checking, excuse me, rosters here now, as it'll be Boyev along with Bedeau, Bryant, Ray, Dinger, and Smith on the floor for the Mustangs.
So Reagan Lauritsen to serve, and everyone happy to get things going back again. Don't forget, Mustangs up 2-1 and up 22-19, and that's going to be sent long.
A lot more energy coming off of the injury timeout, always good to see.
23-19, so opportunity for Dinger to serve out the set and the match, with the Mustangs leading 23-19.
Kept alive there by Boyev, as Smith gets this one across. Perhaps could have been long. Kept alive as Peterson attempts to send this one over. And that one will be just wide. Mustang point.
Great recognition by Dinger. Looked like she wanted to get a piece of it and knew where she was. Good court awareness where she was, and let it go. And it pays off, as we have set and match point here for the Mustangs.
Great serve there by Dinger. On and sets over. Drop shot. Boyev collects. Gets over to Smith.
And
that one drops outside. Mustangs take set number 4, 25-19. They take the win 3-1 over the West Fargo Packers.
aside from set 3 being a little lopsided in that 25-15 win, really good quality sets from both teams tonight as you're making that stretch run towards the EDC tournament next week. And hopefully, I'm sure both teams hoping that is going to also translate into a state tournament berth. Of course, everything tempered a little bit by by Peyton Saxland limping off, needing to be helped off the floor late here in set number 4. We certainly hope that she's okay and that it wasn't anything serious, but you know, that's part of sports, Tristan. Injuries happen. That's why everyone practices. You just got to figure it out. And you know, other teams who have experienced injuries, no one's going to feel sorry for you. That can happen to anyone. And so Coach Newton going to go back to the drawing board and see what she can come up with as the Mustangs will head to Devil's Lake on Thursday. Our next broadcast, I think, is next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday would be the first matchup of EDC as we take a quick look at the standings again here. Like we've said previously and like we'll say now, Shanley, Davies, and Cheyenne locking their spots at the 1, 2, and 3. West Fargo High losing this one, and I believe you said Horace won, right?
Horace swept, so
Horace
it should
swept.
be, that's all set as well, that Horace should lock up the 4 seed. That means West Fargo will have a play-in game on Saturday. That's when the play-in games start. Seeds 5 through 12 have a play-in game. And then on Tuesday, the official tournament starts with opening rounds at the high seed. And so that should be Cheyenne hosting next Tuesday, and it's our plan to bring that action to you if at all possible.
Orchestra on Thursday. Otherwise, I don't believe any other streams besides swim on Saturday. And then obviously volleyball EDC on Tuesday. And then Thursday if we get that far. So anything else to add, Wolf?
No, you know, it's always, it's sad to see someone go down and to see what happened for Saxland. And again, we certainly hope she's all right. 2 good teams here, and as I said earlier in the broadcast, Tristan, I think you can legitimately say there's probably 4 or 5 teams in the EDC that feel like when they get it going, when they start playing well, they feel like they have a chance to play with anybody in the state, and I think that's going to be true of both of these squads. And then they probably don't care if they're ranked 1 or 3 or 5 or wherever. They know you still got to beat the teams that are in front of you. And so that's just what it's going to have to be for the Mustangs.
So with that about wraps up this broadcast. The Mustangs take it in 4 sets going back, 27-25. Mustang win in set number 1, 25-22. Mustang lost in set 2, and then the last 2 won 25-15 and 25-19 in favor of the Mustangs. So for that, everyone up here in the booth, I'm Tristan Murrock.
I'm Dan Wolf.
Good night, folks.
Don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. What you say?